It has been a long time since I have sat down and done a video chat with y'all. In fact, it's been a long time since I've even sat down and written. There's been a lot going on. And I have time today, in the middle of a week at noon, to do this. And so I'm going to. I've got some heavy I want to unload on you. And it's not for you. Well, it sort of is, but it's mostly for me, as usual. And yeah, it has to do with undoing and ridding my insides of shame. And many of you know, in June of 2020, I came out openly as a gay man. And if you didn't know that, I'm a gay man. And I thought at the time that was what I needed to do to be rid of some really deep-seated shame. I had most close people in my life who knew, but there were still enough people out there that I knew were not safe people to talk to about it. And I decided that having a safe group and an unsafe group meant that I was ashamed of their opinion of me. I was ashamed of how they might treat me or think of me if they knew that about me. And that's not healthy. So, I came out, and it really did do amazing things for me in terms of freeing me from feeling like I had to hide that part of me. Now fast forward 15 months to beginning of September 1, 2021. Well, 15 months, yeah. And I've got kind of three biggies that have happened in the last year that, for my sake and for my freedom from shame, I need to get out there. Am I concerned that some of you are going to be disappointed, sad, embarrassed to be associated with me, related to me, whatever? Yeah, that's there. That's why I've kept some of these things to myself. But I'm recognizing it's really not healthy. Wow, wind. Wow. And I'm not going to start back over, so that's just going to be part of the video. So I'm going to start here and work backwards. So yesterday, I was fired from my job. I've never been fired before. That was pretty tough to take. And I'm dealing with my own self-disappointment about that. And I'm not going to go into any details about what happened or why. First of all, none of your business. But I am going to let everybody know it happened. I could kind of keep it under wraps. I've got some things already, in the works, and I'll be working again before long. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. But then I have to worry about, why does Ben have all this free time? And, hey, how's work going? Oh, yeah, that's okay. And I don't want to be put in the place where I have to hide and adjust to make up stories so that you don't know that I lost my job yesterday. And not only lost my job, I was fired. After 10 short weeks. I'm gonna leave it at that. So, that's a biggie. It's a biggie I could have kept quiet. I'm choosing not to, because I don't want to have to worry about what others would think if they knew. How you know? And what you think is really on you. I'm learning these sorts of things. Secondly, last weekend, I told many of you that I was on a retreat for 4 days. No electronics, no computer, no phone, no nothing, no contact with the outside world. I just left it at retreat, which was not totally untrue, but it was not the whole truth. And it's something that I've kept from most of you for about 10 months. Last November, Thanksgiving weekend, I was arrested for drunk driving. Sat in the court system until June because of all the court system backups due to COVID, at which point my lawyer and I successfully pled down to operating while impaired, which is the lowest charge you can possibly get for what I was doing, which I was in fact doing. And I've now accepted my sentence for that crime. And part of that included a 4-day driver intervention program, which was last weekend where I was for 4 days. It also involves a restricted driver's license. I can only drive to and from work, which all of a sudden I have no work to drive to, so not a big deal. And I'll be on probation until next summer, which involves checking in with a probation officer, random drug and alcohol testing, just to make sure that I am clean and sober. Again, why am I telling you this? Is this anybody's business? Well, I tried to keep it quiet, and then a few people found out, and they told a few people, and then it was kind of out there, and then I had to worry about who knew and who didn't know and what they thought of me, and all of a sudden it was the gay thing all over again. That I was not telling people because I was ashamed. I was embarrassed. Nobody's proud of being arrested. But I was mostly concerned about what everybody else would think of me. And so, there it is. It's out there. Think of me what you will. Know that I'm okay. I'm navigating it really well. I accept what I did. I'm accepting the consequences for what I did. I'm working through it. My kids are watching it closely, and I am teaching them about it as we go through it. And, yeah, now it's out there. So, that's biggie number 2. Biggie number 3 takes us back to June of 2020 when I chose to come out as a gay man. And many of you questioned, if you didn't question me directly, you talked about it amongst yourselves, and it eventually got back to me, because that's what happens. Well, poor Sue, you know, and they're going to stay together? What's that all about? Or this was just his first step towards coming all the way out and leaving her and the kids and going out and living his best gay life. I said at the time, and I will say today, the decision we made together as a couple was that I was going to be open and out and gay and let you know that our marriage was staying together. Period. And that's where we chose to leave it. And yet everybody still chose to pass judgment on that and make a lot of uninformed comment about it. Why do I bring it back up again now? Well, first of all, it's 15 months later and we're still together, and we're probably happier than we've ever been in our lives. We are closer than we've ever been in our lives because of openness and authenticity. We've also developed relationships and friendships with others who have given us things that we needed in our lives that we almost didn't know were missing. And so we're finding fulfillment in non-traditional ways, which again, you can judge and you can tisk and disagree with or agree with or like or not like or be disappointed in or horrified or whatever. Again, that's not on me. What is on me is being who I am and being at peace with myself, which I am. And what you choose to do with that is on you. And that's where I'm going to end it. So, that's a lot. I just unloaded a bunch. And if you're still here at 10 minutes and 32 seconds in, you must really love me. Thank you. And I love you. And that's where I'm going to leave it.